Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. They're making you better than them with their own mind, with their own thoughts, and acting indifferent towards you because of it. They're making you better than them with their own thoughts. They're defeated by you in their own mind and mad at you because of it. Anyone that is hating on someone else, anyone that is jealous of anyone else, they are defeated. They think that someone else is better than them, and they think that because of this person, they can't live their life the way they need to live it. So because of that, they have some type of disdain, some type of negative feeling, some type of idea of them not being able to succeed, do well, or have a positive life because of someone else, which is just all not true. It's not true. It's not real. One person's success doesn't stop the other person from becoming successful. You have one barbershop across the street, you got another barbershop across the street, none of them will go out of business. You got a Wendy's right there, don't go eat there. You got a McDonald's right there, don't eat there either. And nobody's putting each other out of business. You'll have a Walmart here, a shop, right, or a Publix or whatever store there. Ain't nobody putting each other out of business. So if those big companies who make hundreds of thousands of dollars a day, if they're able to do their thing with the same in the same area, in the same town, in the same, however, what, 1 mile, 2 mile, not even a half-mile radius. What makes you think that, what makes them think that just because you're another person that is doing what they need to do, or they see you shining, they see you being successful, they see you winning in life, what makes them think that you're going to stop them somehow? It's because they have a defeatist mindset. They are beating themselves down with their own thoughts. And when they see somebody else who is successful, they want to place the blame on them. They want to project negatively. They want to make their issues your fault. They want to make the reason why they haven't succeeded your problem. You're defeating them in their own mind. You may work together with someone like this. You're doing a good job. They're jealous of the job you do. They're jealous of the car you have. They're jealous of how you look. Your looks is not going to stop them from being able to talk to a person. Your car is not going to stop them from enjoying their own car, but they're defeating themselves in their own mind. They're comparing themselves to other people, and that, comparison is the thief of joy. When people get around these kinds of people, they're constantly comparing. They're constantly comparing people's lives. These are people who try to keep up with the Joneses. All right, these are people who try to keep up with other folks. You don't keep up with anyone. You realize that regardless of how good someone else does, it doesn't stop you. You realize that no matter how successful, how rich, how prosperous, how handsome, beautiful, how nice they could dress, how much, no matter how much their shoes cost, car cost, house cost, it's not stopping you. And people can be doing better than you and still not be doing better than you. Just because somebody appears to be doing better than you or their life looks better than you, guess what? You don't have to accept it. But the thing is, you figured that out a long time ago. You were wise enough to figure that out. Wait a minute. He's doing better than me. She's doing better than me. Or it looks like they're doing better. Not that they're doing better, but so and so's life is going well. So and so has a good life. And they may be doing better than you, but you still don't accept it. Even if somebody's doing better than you don't have to accept it. All right. There's people who played sports. There's people who were up against some really tough opponents. Somebody's better than you. Somebody might be a better boxer, a better martial artist, a better driver, better racer, better sprinter or runner. If the person who was up against them that beat them, that was the underdog, accepted that, they'd have lost. So what? You may be the underdog in life right now. Somebody may be overachieving you right now. Somebody may have more success than you right now. You don't have to give in and accept that this person is better than you. They have a different style than you. You guys don't do everything exactly the same. If you did everything exactly the same, then people could be like, okay, yeah, he's better. She's better. Even if somebody does something that's better than you, or if somebody says that someone's better than you, it's only another person's opinion. If somebody says, hey, she's better than you, that's their opinion. Oh, he's better than you, that's their opinion. Nobody's better than you in your own mind. You don't have to accept the idea of somebody being better than you. You don't. You don't have to accept it. If you do accept it, you lose. And the people who accept that someone else is better in their mind, they lost. And they're constantly trying to make up for it in their mind. This is why they have jealousy towards you. This is why they have hate towards you. This is why they're anxious when you come around them, and their levels of envy are through the roof, giving you the evil eye, giving you the meanest mug, giving you the evil look on the face. It's because they're allowing you to be better than them in their own mind. And people who usually act like this, they have low self-esteem, and they don't know that they don't have to have low self-esteem. You don't have to have low self-esteem. But sometimes people are beaten down. Sometimes people aren't praised. They aren't uplifted. They aren't lifted up. They aren't told that, they can do things. They aren't inspired by other people. Maybe they've been put down so bad that inspiration just doesn't hit them like that. But those things are still not anybody else's fault, especially not you. Those things aren't your fault. They aren't our fault. They aren't my fault, your fault, his, her fault, nobody's fault. Only person's at fault is the person that is defeating themselves with their own negative thinking. People allow themselves to be defeated by their own negative thoughts, and then they want to place the blame on people around them who appear to be doing better because they've accepted it in their mind. If you accept that somebody's better than you better be able to handle it. If you accept that somebody's better than you, it better be because you're only trying to improve. That's the only time you accept that somebody's better than you, is when you keep it real and you're like, you know what? They're better than me. I got to up my game. I got to step my game up. I got to improve. I can do better. That's the only time you accept that somebody else is better, is when you use it for motivation. You don't use it for hating. You're supposed to use it for motivation. People just want to accept somebody's better than them in their own mind and then don't do nothing about it. If that's how you're moving, you will be hating on other people. Man, they better than me. Aren't you going to do something about it? Nah, I'm just going to sit here like this, look evil and mean and nasty. Well, then that person is better than you, because there was someone better than that person. There's always somebody better. Once I heard that, I said, whoa, that knocked my socks off. I said, whoo, there's what? There's always somebody better than you. I think I heard Cannabis say that. Yeah, Cannabis said that. He said, there's always somebody better than you. I said, whoa. Because, Cannabis, he like, I like, different rappers. And I was like, yo, Cannabis, he's a different rapper. He's still nice, but he don't, he takes it to higher levels, He is real scientific with it. I appreciate that. And talk about bars that not only open your mind up and make you think, but take you to a whole nother realm in space and time. You're like, what'd you just say? You know, like a Big L kind of person. Like he had that Big L Cannabis, big pun kind of style. I always appreciated those types of styles. And he said, there's always somebody better than you. And I never forgot that. I'm like, okay, it is humbling. That way, when somebody does come along that is better, you're not in your feelings about it. You can appreciate it. And that's another thing. You should be able to appreciate if you're in the same craft as somebody else, if you're doing the same thing as somebody else, and if you're a true competitor, which means you only compete with yourself. All right? You're only in competition with being better than you were. If you can be better than you were, that means you already won. And that means you stand a chance against somebody else if it is a competition. So what you have to do is continue to become better than yourself. It's only a competition with you. It's only a competition with you. You're not trying to prove anything to anyone else. You're not trying to make other people cheer for you or congratulate you. This is a one man job, one woman job. When you look in the mirror and you look at yourself every single day, you want to be proud of that person. You want to be able to look at that person and be like, yo, we did our thing. We did our job. And that way, whether you win or you lose, say you are in a real competition, you versus this one, them versus you. Even if you lose, you'll be able to look at yourself and be proud of yourself because you'll understand that you gave it all you got. And you can't be upset at yourself. You can't be disappointed in yourself. You might be disappointed that you didn't win, but you won't be disappointed in yourself because you gave it all you got. And that will just motivate you to keep going and keep going harder for the next time. That's why it's not good to allow yourself to be defeated by your own thoughts. This is why it's important to have a positive mindset. And if you don't have one, to develop a positive mindset. Because if not, you're going to be catching L's left and right. You're not going to learn anything from it. You're not going to be able to grow from it. You're not going to be able to take anything from it. No wisdom, nothing. And people are, this is why there are people out here acting indifferent toward you. This is why there are people out here that are envious and jealous of other people. They don't take the time to do the right things with their mind. You're the type of person that is. You're the type of person that will grow. You're the type of person that will choose success. You're the type of person that will choose to be your best. And you choose to be your best by not allowing other people to be better than you in your own mind. You stopped that a long time ago. Just because somebody's better doesn't mean they have to be better than me. I don't accept that. I don't choose to accept that. I'm not going to accept that. Other people's opinions may say that this person is better, but this person's going to have to go up against me and prove to me. If it comes down to it, they're going to have to come up against me and make me decide that if it comes down to it. All right. But if it's something that you're doing where there's no competition, it won't. Like if you're just living your life and you just want to be better than the person you were yesterday, it won't. It won't even matter. It won't even cross your mind. Somebody could be driving a better car than you, but the fact that you actually have a car, the fact that you're actually able to drive, you'll be satisfied with that. Somebody may have a better home than you, a bigger home than you. If you have a place to live, if you're taking care of yourself and you're not outside, you're not in a bad situation or a bad position, you'll be okay with that. Yo, they got a real big, nice, fancy, fantastic looking home, but I still have a place to live. I'm still able to go inside, close a door, lock a door. I'm okay with that. If I want a better home, I need to work harder for a better home. If I want a bigger home, I need to work harder for a bigger home. I need to find something within myself, make some agreements within myself, accept some things about myself, change some things about myself, work on myself and grow so that way I could become more successful and I could and see myself living in a house like that instead of hating on other people doing the things that you want to do or having the life that you want. Replace the hate with you doing those things in your mind. This is why the haters don't get nowhere, because they're only seeing the people doing something that they want to be. This is why they're envious of other people, because instead of seeing themselves doing it, they're too focused, solely focused on the person that they saw doing it, doing the thing that they want to do. Instead of seeing someone do what you want to do, see yourself doing what you want to do. This is why I always say, see yourself doing it. See yourself being it. See yourself having it. When you see someone else do it and you only think that they're the ones that are the ones who can be seen doing it in your mind, you defeated yourself. You can't defeat yourself and expect yourself to not be hating on other people. You can't put someone above you in your mind and expect yourself to not hate on them. You're by default going to, you may not hate them, but you're going to have some form or fashion of jealousy against this person because you put them above you. Thou shalt not worship no false gods. That's worshiping a false god. You're supposed to put yourself first in your mind. You're supposed to be above everything and everyone in your own mind. That's how you are. That's how you remain confident in yourself. And this isn't an ego thing. This is a positive self-identity thing. This isn't an ego thing. Oh, I'm the best. You are supposed to feel that way about yourself, but this isn't something to make you put yourself above others in life. This is just so you put yourself above others in your own mind, so that way you won't be defeated by others in your own mind. This is how you reach a level of success. This is how you reach self-mastery. This is how you become your best version. Not by thinking other people are better than you or more successful than you, without actually working towards achieving becoming better than them in your mind. If you don't work towards becoming better than them in your mind, you're just going to be sitting there with people being better than you in your mind. And that's not serving you any purpose at all. That's not helping you get better at all. That's actually lowering your self-esteem and lowering your confidence in you. How you gonna be confident in somebody else's ability but not your own? People can see things for other people but not for themselves, and that's why they stay beat. That's why they stay defeated. They see Jay-Z in the nice car and the nice house. They see Beyonce in the nice car and the nice house with the nice family and the nice relationship. They don't see it for themselves. They got possibility blindness. You have to be like the people in the Bible that Jesus healed. I was blind, but now I see. That has to be about you. If you can't see something for yourself, you're blind. You can see, even if you could, I'm not blind, I can see. If you can't see things for yourself, you're blind. There are blind people who actually can't see that are more successful than some people who out here and got all their functions. You got some blind people out here, millionaires. You got some blind people out here owning businesses, on yachts right now, chilling, living it up, enjoying themselves, making easy money just flow into their bank account because they're still able to use their mind. Got people in wheelchairs doing it, people who can't walk doing it. They're not making no excuses. People without limbs doing it. Saw this man on stage. He didn't have no arms, no legs. All he had was a torso and a head. He's still living his dream, because he's not allowing life to beat him in his mind. If he would let other people who are able to walk and live their life normally defeat him in his mind, he'd be bitter, he'd be miserable, he'd be a hater. And that's not what you want to do with your life. You're much greater than that. You have a mind. Everybody has a mind. It all depends on what you do with it and what you do with your thoughts, what you do with the videotape, with the movie that you're playing in your mind. You have to live in a mental blockbuster. You got to live in a mental Netflix. Whatever movie you don't want to watch, replace it with another one. However you don't like seeing yourself, replace it with another movie role. Become a whole new character. Reinvent yourself. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Think some different thoughts. See some different things for yourself. Don't see yourself as a loser. Don't see yourself as a loser compared to somebody else. When you compare yourself to other people and they're doing better than you and you're not confident in yourself, you're going to view yourself as less than them. That's going to cause you to view yourself in a lesser position than them, which is going to lower your confidence, lower your self-esteem, and make you feel bad about yourself. When you need to be doing the reverse thing, looking at people and living up to a standard that you set in your mind based off of what they were able to do for themselves. They were able to do something for themselves. I can do something for myself. That person is not stopping me or blocking me from anything. I need to be inspired by them. I need to be motivated by them. That's how you have to see your life and look at yourself in your mind. If not, you're going to lose every time. You're going to always be comparing yourself to what you got, what they got, what he got, what she got. You're never going to look at yourself in a positive light. Never. And if you don't do that, you're wasting your time. You owe it to yourself to see yourself how you want to be. But when people are making themselves better, when people are making other people better with their own thoughts, they won't stand a chance. They won't stand a chance in this competition called life. Because the people who stand a chance in the competition called life, they're really not in competition with anyone at all. The only thing that they're in competition with is the clock. That's the only thing they're trying to beat is the clock and their own negative thinking. Those are the two things you're in competition with, the clock and your own negative thoughts. Well, three things. Your the world mind, which is influenced by your negative thoughts. All right. People will watch the news, people will watch TV, people will watch negative things on social media, which program their mind to let them think that there's not enough out there, things are scarce, there's not going to be as much opportunities. You're relying on things that are outside of you instead of relying on things that are inside of you. You're relying on Satan's kingdom instead of relying on God, which dwells inside of you, which if you look inside of you, you'll be able to have the kingdom and everything that comes along with it. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Go within yourself and seek the kingdom of God. So that way you can have all these things. Instead of trying to get them from Satan's kingdom, you'd be getting them from God because you're going inward and you're working on yourself, and you're going to be able to attract and manifest the life you want. All by working on yourself, all by believing in yourself, all by telling yourself the right things you need to tell yourself. That's it. But the people who are comparing themselves to others, people who can't see it for themselves, they're never going to be able to do this. They're never going, it's never going to cross their mind that, wait a minute, I could make my life what I want it to be. I could be the person that I want to be. I can do the things that I want to do. You don't have to just see it possible for everybody else, but that's what people do. People will tell themselves no and deny their own capability. Don't deny success for you. Don't deny the things that you want to have in your life for you. Don't deny it. The more you are able to see it for other people instead of yourself, the more you're going to be holding yourself back. The longer that you're just going to stay where you are, you're going to see everybody else rise to the top. You're going to see everybody else improving in life. You're going to see everybody else moving forward in life. But until you start to take some action, you won't. And when you don't see it for yourself, you won't take any action. The only action you'll be taking is comparing yourself to other people. How come they can have this and I can't? How come they can live in that house and I can't? That's their mentality. How come he can have that kind of wife? How come she can have that kind of husband and I can't? But they refuse to listen to what they tell themselves. And they also refuse to change what they tell themselves. Their whole mindset is, I can't, I can't, I can't. That's their whole mindset. They don't have an I can mindset. They have an I can't mindset. And that's their problem. And they want to make it the problem for other people. This is how that they're able to act indifferent toward you. You don't have that mindset. You defeated that mindset and continue to defeat that mindset. You continue to let that version of yourself go because you knew that the life that you wanted, you being that person, having that mindset, having those thoughts, thinking like that, you knew it wasn't going to get you anywhere. You knew you wouldn't become anything being that kind of person. You destroyed that part of you and you keep destroying it and you continue to destroy it. You kill that part of yourself every single day. That's why you work on yourself. That's why you do the shadow work. That's why self-improvement is important. That's why working on your mindset, developing the right mindset, developing the right self-identity, a positive one. That's why those things are important. People will neglect themselves and continue to neglect themselves as long as they don't work on themselves. You're neglecting who you truly are. And you're always going to be mad and upset at somebody else who's doing what they're supposed to do. You're always going to feel some type of way about that until you are able to see it for yourself. That's all it is a change of mind. That's all it is just a change of heart. Like the TV show, Change Your Heart. All you gotta do is change your thoughts, change your way of thinking. All right. So that way you won't be making anyone better than you in your own mind. And I know you watching this video, I know you don't do that. But that's why people will have hatred towards you. That's why people will be jealous of other people that they see being successful. It's because they can see it for them. And instead of seeing it for themselves, they're too busy seeing it for the people who already have it and not using that as an opportunity to be self-motivated, to be self-driven. All right. That's why you're going to be able to hop in that car and drive because You got the drive. You are driven. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and light. This has been another DruTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. We out.